and every learner. Leadership is an integral part of management and plays a vital role in managerial operations. It provides direction, guidance, and confidence to the employees and helps organization in the attainment of goals in much easier way. It acquires dominance and the followers accept the directives and control of a leader. It provides direction and vision for future to an organization. In short, it induced individuals to contribute optimum towards the attainment of organizational goal. Leadership is the process of influencing the activities of an individual or a group in efforts towards goal achievement in a given situation. It is the art of influencing and inspiring subordinates to perform their duties willingly, competently, and enthusiastically for achievement of group objectives. Qualities of leadership: positive self-image, innovative ideas to problem, clear vision, quickly sense and respond to the problem. Importance of leadership: securing cooperation, use of power, coordination and command, maintaining discipline, developing group morale. Styles of leadership: autocratic or dictatorial leadership style, democratic or participative leadership style, laissez-faire or free rein leadership style. Power style: under autocratic leadership, leader is the most important aspect, not the employees. In the participative leadership style, we can see both leader and the employees, the whole group, are equally important. And in the free rein or laissez-faire leadership style, the employees are the more important aspect instead of leader. Autocratic leadership style. Now, a leadership style where the leader makes all decisions independently or without consulting with subordinate is known as autocratic leadership style. The main advantages for this leadership style: number one, provides strong motivation and reward for the leader. 2, quick decision making takes place as single person decides for the whole group. 3, subordinate are only to carry out the orders of the leader. 4, decision making, planning or organizing need initiative. And number 5, good in certain circumstances such as urgent task or military action. Now the main disadvantages: number 1, poor decisions, poor level of employee motivation. Number 2, leads to frustration, low morale and conflict among subordinate. 3, subordinate tend to shrink responsibility and initiative. Number 4, full potential to subordinate and the creative ideas are not utilized. And the last one, organizational continuity is threatened in the absence of the leader because subordinate get no opportunity for development. The best example for autocratic leader is Adolf Hitler. Democratic leadership style. A leadership style where a leader encourages employee participation in decision making can be termed as democratic leadership style. The democratic leaders or in democratic leadership style, persuasive or consultative methodology is used. The main advantages: better decisions, employee motivation. It improves the job satisfaction and morale of subordinate. The leader multiply his abilities through the contribution of his followers. It develops positive attitudes and reduces resistance to change. Disadvantages: delayed decision, long consultation. This style may not yield positive result when interaction of subordinate with leader is minimum. This may be used as passing the buck to others and of abdicating responsibility. This style needs tremendous communicating and persuasive skills as a part of leader. The best example for democratic leadership style can be termed as Steve Jobs, who was a CEO and co-founder of Apple Incorporation. Now coming to laissez-faire leadership style or free-in leadership style, a leadership style where employees are encouraged to make their own decisions within limits. The main advantages: more freedom for employees, positive effect on job satisfaction and morale of subordinates, maximum possible scope for development of subordinates, full utilization of potential of subordinates. And the main disadvantages are few guidelines, little incentive, poor motivation, maybe a mess. Subordinate do not get the guidance and support of the leader. It ignores the leader contribution, just as autocratic style ignores the contribution of the subordinates. Subordinates may move in different directions and may work at cross purpose, which may degenerate into chaos. Now Mr. Warren Buffett, one of the richest person in the world and who is the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, can be termed as a laissez-faire or free in leadership style person. Now if we compare the leadership styles, that is autocratic leadership, democratic leadership and free rein or laissez-faire leadership, we can see the concentration of power in the autocratic leadership is with the manager. In democratic leadership, the concentration of power is shared between manager and employees. And in laissez-faire leadership or free rein leadership style, the concentration of power is with employees and there is a minimal supervision. And coming to decision making aspect, autocratic leadership, it's mainly the manager or the leader who makes the decision or who takes the decision. Under democratic leadership style, it's manager as well as the employees. And under laissez-faire or free rein leadership style, it's by the employees. And regarding the communication flow, under autocratic leadership style, it's from top to bottom or top down approach. Under democratic leadership style, it's two-way approach. And in the laissez-faire free rein leadership style, it's widespread as needed. Widespread and as needed. Now factors affecting leadership styles. Number one, the task. Second one, the tradition of the organization. Number three, the type of labor force. Number four, the leader's personality. Number four, the time. And number five, the gender. Managers as leaders. Which leadership styles is best suited for managers? Depends on function of the leader, subordinates and situation. Some leaders can't work well with high participation of subordinates. Some employees lack the ability of desire to assume responsibility. Participative decision making may be better when time pressure is not acute. Leadership styles, that is autocratic leadership, boss makes decisions of their own without consulting employees, while democratic leadership, it involves subordinates in making decisions. In the free rein or laissez-faire leadership, the leader believes in minimal supervision, leaving most decisions to subordinates. And the conclusion, people ask the difference between a leader and a boss. The leader leads and the boss drives. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. The following books were referred for this video classes, that is Organizational Behavior, written by Fred Luthans; Chanakya's Seven Secrets of Leadership, which is written by Radhakrishnan Pillai and D. Shivanandan; and the third book, that is written by Aarti Gaurav, Leadership plus Teamwork is equal to Success; and finally a book written by Vivek Bindra, Everything About Leadership, that too was referred for this video class.